Lake County School District is a place where our students are always learning and growing into the leaders of tomorrow. Part of our vision is to create a dynamic and collaborative learning community to support students' needs. At a number of our schools, teachers have found that a collaborative teaching tool called Common Planning is improving the learning process for both students and their teachers.
Yes, Common Planning is essentially it's our PLC process. It's where we come together to plan different tasks and assignments for our students. We check to see how they're doing and what the results are, and then come together and make decisions based on what those results were. So it's a continuous cycle of kind of that plan, check, do, and act.
The biggest benefit has been the ability to create dynamic lessons that engage the students, but it doesn't end there. To create a lesson that engages the students and then to assess them on it and to figure out where their deficits are and to go back and to reevaluate and to reassess and to see if there's any common issues going on, and then getting advice from my colleagues, seeing what works well and what I could be doing better. I'm always, as a professional, you should always be open to just getting better.
Time is a very important resource for educators. Common Planning helps teachers manage their time efficiently.
Well, I think that a lot of people believe that common planning is just a waste of time, and they think that, oh, you're taking my planning period away. Where actually, I think that it's making life easier for the teacher. It's adding resources. It's adding minds. It's just making my job so much easier. And I can't imagine teaching without someone to common plan with.
The opportunities for teachers to get the support and resources they need from one another also allow teachers to put students' individual, educational, and emotional needs first.
I just am so appreciative of all the different forms of common planning time in terms of really meeting the unique needs of middle school age students. They are so emotionally needy and socially needy that by having teams and departments, we can really cater to those needs.
I remember I had a professor once said that no child should be an accident of geography, meaning a child shouldn't be more or less prepared for the next step in their education because of who they had as a teacher. Common planning really helps eliminate those discrepancies.
Each teacher has a slightly different teaching style, and so a lot of times when the students get together and collaborate from one teacher to another teacher, we start to pick up on some of the gaps that the teacher may have missed. And it allows for the students to learn from a peer the same content, but maybe in a slightly different approach. And it gives them the experience of teaching another person as well. So that helps to solidify their learning, and it helps to it helps the student that they're teaching, of course.
In addition to support for students, teachers say the common planning environment helps to foster great friendships among colleagues as well.
So it kind of pushed us all to find each other as friends and not colleagues, because we had no one, and this was our little core group, and so we kind of built it from there. So now we have all of these inside jokes, and that one day a week has become 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, where the common planning naturally happens. It's not something that we feel is forced upon us that we have to do. We see the benefits in doing it almost daily.
Within my 13, 14 years of teaching, I couldn't have done it in isolation. We can only do so much on our own, and we're not an island. No teacher ever survives being an island. So you have to have the support of your colleagues as well as believe in them to help you grow as an educator.
It's a sense of community. We're all in this together. Nobody has all of the right answers, but together, when we put our heads together and we sit down, there's power in that. There's power in the conversation and the dialogue that occurs around where our students are and where we want them to go.
It's one of the best things in my over 30 years of teaching. Common planning the last couple of years have been amazing, and they've changed my whole teaching practice, I think, and it has made me want to stay in teaching.
Lake County Schools is the destination district for providing students with individual opportunities to excel. Stay tuned for the next District Spotlight, where we will continue shining a light on what makes Lake great.